everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name's Jules and I'll be guiding you through this 45-minute beginner yoga sequence. All you'll need for the practice today is your mat and possibly a block. Make sure to hit the subscribe button below if you like this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the mat. Let's begin in a nice cross-legged seated position. Bring your hands onto your knees, your palms facing up towards the ceiling. And gently close down your eyes here. Let's just take a moment to arrive onto your mat, into the space. And just allow for any thoughts that are rushing around in your head from your busy day. Just acknowledge these and let them pass you by. This will allow you to spend the next 45 minutes fully focusing on the present, not stressing about anything you have to do the rest of your day, the rest of your week. Think of a string from the crown of your head all the way to the ceiling, creating a nice tall, neutral spine. Try to soften the skin on your forehead, unclench your jaw. Think about pulling your shoulder blades down your back. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Try to soften through the hips, the hamstrings, the calves, all the way to the tips of the toes. We'll work on a bit of a breathing exercise now just to prepare us for our practice ahead. So begin to exhale all the air out of your mouth. Close down your lips and inhale through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. Exhale out the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. Exhale out the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. Exhale out the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back to your normal breathing pattern. And gently blink your eyes open. We'll take a bit of a side stretch now, so walk your hand out to the right hand side. Inhale, reach your left arm up and over. Really root down through both your sit bones here. One more inhale here. One more exhale. Slowly return to center. Switch sides. Walk your hand out to the left. Inhale, reach your right arm up and over. Really plug that top shoulder back in its socket. Take one more inhale here. One more exhale. Slowly release it off. Interlace your hands behind your back, puff your chest, and then pull your hands over to your left hip, dropping your left ear to your left shoulder. Feel the neck stretch here. Slowly begin to release it off. Return to center, puff your chest again, take a big inhale. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. slowly begin to release it off. Return to center and shake it off. Inhale, reach your head back, look up. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chin to chest. Last one here. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chin to chest. Slowly return to center and just take some shoulder rolls here. Just releasing anything that you don't need for your practice. One more. And then make your way onto all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Really push the ground away here. Inhale, come into cow pose, gaze up. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale to cow. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale to cow. Exhale, chin to chest. Last one here. Inhale to cow. Exhale, cat. Chin to chest. Return to center. Then you're going to come up on the toes of your right leg. Extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. Reach your left arm forward. Big inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend through the arm and leg. Exhale, curl it through. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl it through. Last one. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl it through. Return to center, switch sides. Lift the left leg up towards the ceiling. Big inhale here. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl it through. Inhale, extend. Keep pushing through that left hand. Exhale, curl it through. Last one. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl it through. Return to all fours. Bring your knees out nice and wide. Extend your hands to the top of the mat. And sink your hips all the way back for child's pose here. Really think of anchoring your sit bones down towards your heels. You can lift the elbows off the mat if you want to feel a bit more of a deeper stretch in the upper back. And just breathe into the pose here. Slowly walk your hands out to the right hand side, so bring your left hand on top of your right. Again, make sure you're plugging the left hip down towards your heels. Keep breathing into that side body stretch. Slowly make your way back to center. And then we're going to switch sides. So bring your right hand on top of your left. Feel a nice opening in the right side body, the rib cage. Breathing into that side. Slowly come back to center to all fours. You're going to tuck your toes underneath you and just hover your knees off the mat a couple of inches. Really push the ground away here. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Feel the heat build. Keep up the breath here. Slowly push it back to your first downward facing dog. Slowly pedal out through your feet, shifting your hips from side to side, warming up through the hamstrings. Really root down through your index finger and your thumb. And think about driving your sit bones up towards the ceiling. To soften through the shoulders here. Gaze between your hands and hopper step to the top. Come into a ragdoll here, so grab onto opposite elbows. You can sway from side to side. Nod through the head yes. Shake the head no. Releasing through the neck. Then slowly allow your hands to fall towards your feet. And then one vertebrae at a time, make your way up to standing. When you get to the top, take a couple of shoulder rolls. Just release off anything that you don't need. Inhale, come into high mountain, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold, tuck your chin. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, step back. Then lower your knees onto the ground, bend your elbows, and bring your belly all the way down onto the mat. Hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, come into cobra, gaze up. Exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale to cobra, really push through the tops of your feet here. Exhale. Last one, inhale to cobra. Exhale, forehead to mat. Plant your palms, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Take a big inhale here through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Step to the top. Coming into a forward fold here. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Take a bend in the knees if you need to here, if there's any tightness in the hamstrings. Just try to soften through the neck, the shoulders. And slowly come up to high mountain, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, nice flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, step it back. Again, lower your knees down, bend your elbows, and then slowly make your way down onto your belly. This time, arms out nice and wide. Inhale, peel the chest up. Exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold it forward. Last one, inhale, look up. Exhale, fold it forward. Hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, lift your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Big inhale here, big exhale. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Come into a forward fold here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale to high mountain, gaze up. Exhale, straight down to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back. This time full chaturanga. Weight over the wrists, bend the elbows 90 degrees. Pull your head and chest through, flipping over onto the tops of your feet, gaze up. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Big inhale here, big exhale. Look between your hands, hopper, step to the top. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, straight back into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, step the left foot all the way back, lower the knee and tuck the toes. Inhale, come into low lunge here. Make sure your knee is stacked over your ankle, palms facing together. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, come into your half splits here. Flex your toes towards your face. Feel free to use a block at either side of the leg if you need to. And melt your chest down towards your shin. With every exhale, see if you can sink a little bit deeper into the pose here. Slowly release it off, bend into the front knee, lift the back leg, and step it all the way back to downward facing dog. Big inhale here, big exhale. Slowly moving through your chaturanga, bend your elbows 90 degrees, pull your head and chest through, gaze up, exhale back to downward facing dog. Look between your hands, hop or step to the top of the mat, forward fold, tuck your chin. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze forward. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, straight back into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back, lower the knee and untuck the toes. Inhale, low crescent lunge. Settle in here. Again, knee should be stacked over ankle. Take a gaze down, make sure you can see your left big toe. Exhale, come in to your half splits. Again, flex the toes of your left foot towards your face. Try and plug the left hip back into its socket here. Slowly walk it forward. Tuck your toes, lift your back knee. Step it back to downward facing dog. Move through a chaturanga. Come into your high plank. Bend the elbows, pull the head and chest through, look up, exhale, back to downward facing dog. Big inhale, big exhale. Hop or step to the top, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze forward. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, circle sweep arms, high mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center, down by the side. Let's take some big shoulder rolls here. Big inhale, big exhale. And then slowly come into chair pose, so bend into the knees. Palms facing together, take a gaze down. Make sure you can see your toes. And sink a little bit lower if you can. Then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze forward. Exhale, plant the palms, step the left foot back. Then come into a high crescent lunge here. Again, make sure your knee is stacked over your ankle. Make sure the back leg is nice and straight. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Exhale, release it off. Step back to downward facing dog here. Look between your hands, hop or step to the top, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, circle, sweep arms, high mountain. Exhale, hands through heart center, down by the sides. Let's go to the other side. Inhale, come into chair pose. See if you can lift all 10 toes. Try and sink your hips a little bit deeper. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back, coming into your high crescent lunge. Inhale, reach it up. Make sure you're on the tiptoes of your back foot. Make sure you can see your left big toe. Exhale, release it off, step it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up towards the ceiling, 3-leg downward dog. Exhale, knee to nose, step the foot in between the hands. Pivot on the back heel. Inhale, come into warrior 2, gazing over your right fingertips, like a generous bend in that front knee. Flip your palm and reverse your warrior, taking the side body stretch. Keep the bend in the right knee here. Left hand on your calf. Slowly release it back to warrior 2. Straighten through the front leg. Tick-tock your arms down into triangle pose here. Gazing up towards your left fingertips. Breathe into the pose. Inhale. Come back into peaceful warrior. Exhale, release it off. Step the foot all the way back to downward facing dog. Go for the other side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, curl through the spine, step the foot between the hands. Plant the back heel down. Inhale, blossom the arms open to warrior 2, gazing over the left fingertips here. Flip your palm and reverse your warrior, gazing up towards the ceiling here. Keep the bend in the front knee. Feel the heat build in the front leg. Come back to warrior 2, straighten through the front leg, and then come into your triangle pose. Gazing up towards the top hand, try and stack your shoulders here. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, release it off, step it all the way back to downward facing dog. Big inhale here, big exhale. Moving through your chaturanga. Flip over your feet, gaze up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come down onto your knees. Knees out nice and wide, coming into a child's pose here. Take a few moments here to catch your breath. Option here as well to flip your palms over so that you're on the backs of your hands. This is a slight variation of child's pose. It will allow you to feel more of an opening in the shoulders here. Slowly come back to all fours. Tuck your toes underneath you, lift your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Look between your hands, hop or step to the top into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale to high mountain, gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center and down by the side. Let's come into tree pose now. So bring your right knee out towards the right, and then option to bring the foot onto the calf or the inner thigh, whichever is accessible for you. Then bringing your hands into prayer position at your heart center. Focus your gaze on a non-moving point just in front of you. Test your balance by closing down your eyes here. You will wobble. It's totally natural. One more inhale here. One more exhale. Release it off. Let's switch sides. So bringing the left knee out towards the left. Again, foot onto the calf or the inner thigh. Perhaps take a different arm variation this time. Down by the sides, up above your head. And keep pushing the foot into the leg, but also push the leg into the foot as well. Think of tucking your tailbone underneath you. Really try and drive the left knee out towards the left. One more inhale. Exhale, release it off. Let's come into warrior 3 now. So inhale, reach your right knee up towards the ceiling. Hands in prayer at your heart center. Then as you exhale, start to hinge forward over that front leg. Make sure your hips are aligned towards the top of the mat. Really flex the toes of the back foot. One more inhale here. One more exhale. Inhale, reach the knee back towards the ceiling. Exhale, release it off. Let's switch sides. So inhale, left knee towards the ceiling. Exhale, start to hinge over that front leg. Try and create a nice long line from your heel all the way to the crown of your head. Again, make sure the hips are aligned to the top of your mat. Inhale, bring the knee back through center. Exhale, release it off. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back, pivot on the heel, and then inhale, come into warrior 1. Take a generous bend in that front knee. Make sure your hips are facing forward to the top of your mat, palms facing together. Begin to straighten out the front leg. We're going to come into pyramid pose now. Take an inhale and then exhale, hinge over that front leg. Option here to grab your blocks and place them either side of that front leg. As always, with every exhale, see if you can melt your chest a little bit closer down towards your shin. Try to soften here. Bend back into your front knee. Then you're going to come into a forward fold, but step your left foot behind your right. A slight variation on the forward folds here. Bringing your weight into your toes. Coming into normal forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, straight back into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, plant the palms. This time right foot to the back of the mat, pivot on your back heel. Then inhale, coming into your warrior one. Again, make sure your hips are aligned to the front of the yoga mat. Think of pulling the belly button in here and softening through the shoulders. Really root down through the back edge of that back foot. Begin to straighten the front leg and then hinge forward, coming into your pyramid pose. Feel free to take a micro bend in that front knee if the pose is a bit too intense for you. Bend back into the front knee, plant your palms, step forward, right foot behind the left. Again, making sure the weight is in your toes. Don't allow it to sink back into the heels here. Coming into your normal forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale to high mountain. Exhale, straight back into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back to downward facing dog. Take a big clearing breath here. Big inhale, big exhale. Let's go for one more. Inhale, reach the right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose and step the foot in between the hands. Pivot on the back heel and blossom the arms open into warrior two, gazing over the front fingers. Flip your palm and reverse your warrior, gazing up towards the top hand. Moving into extended side angle, so right forearm onto the knee, left arm up and over. Keep the bend in the front knee here. Inhale, come back to warrior two, straighten through both legs. Toes in, heels out. Inhale to star pose. Exhale to wide leg forward fold. Option here to grab onto both ankles to pull yourself closer to your legs. Try and focus on bringing the weight into the toes here. Slowly release it off and step it all the way back to downward facing dog. A big clearing breath here. Big inhale, big exhale. Inhale, left leg towards the ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose, step the foot between the hands. Plant the back heel down, windmill the arms open to warrior two. Flip the palm and reverse the warrior, gazing up. Coming into extended side angle, so left forearm onto the knee, right arm up and over, gazing up. Inhale, come back to warrior two, straighten through both legs to star pose. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Again, option here to grab onto both ankles, or feel free to place a block underneath your hands. Focus on, again, bringing the weight into the toes, rooting down through the outside edges of the feet. Begin to release the block away to one side. Walk your hands back round to frame your foot and step it back to downward facing dog here. Inhale, right leg towards the ceiling. Exhale, right knee to the wrist. And then bring the foot out towards the left wrist, coming into pigeon pose here. Option to bring a block underneath your right glute. Make sure the back leg is nice and straight behind you. And then slowly start to fold over the front leg. Make sure not to collapse into the right hip here. Make sure your hips are aligned to the top of the mat. And think about softening through the shoulders and the neck here. Slowly begin to release it off. Plant your palms underneath your shoulders and then push yourself up and back to downward facing dog. Feel free to take some hip circles with the right leg, a few circles one way and a few the other. Let's go for the other side. So inhale, reach the left leg towards the ceiling. Exhale, left knee to the left wrist. Bring the foot out towards the right wrist. Take a big inhale, create a nice tall spine, and then exhale, fold it forward. If you want to intensify this stretch, try to make the left leg parallel with the top of your yoga mat. Again, try not to collapse into that bottom hip. Try and pull your hips up so that they're aligned with the mat. Slowly release it off and step it back to downward facing dog. Again, take some circles with that left hip. And then lower to downward facing dog. Begin to come down onto your knees and extend your legs towards the top of your mat. Coming into staff pose now. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, fold over the legs. Option here to bring the hands at the sides of the legs, or you can grab for the outer edges of your feet. There's no pressure to reach for the feet, just take whichever variation suits your body. As always, with every exhale, see if you can melt the chest a little bit closer to the shins. Gently make your way back to centre, coming into a seated star pose now. So bring the soles of your feet together, push your feet away from your body. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold it forward, grabbing for the feet. You should feel a nice stretch here in your lower back, possibly your glutes. Try to soften through the shoulders and the neck here. Begin to return to centre. Extend the right leg out nice and straight. Hook the left foot to the inner thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, melt the chest forward. Again, you can either grab for the foot or just relax the hands at the sides of the leg. Just go to your limit. Then gently return to centre. Switch sides. Extend the left leg out, hooking the right foot in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold it forward. Keep flexing the toes of the front leg towards your face. And keep anchoring the sit bones down onto the mat. Begin to release out of the pose. Bring the soles of your feet onto the mat. Extend the arms out. Pull your belly button in towards your spine and slowly make your way down onto your back, one vertebrae at a time. When you get down onto your back, inhale, extend the right leg up towards the ceiling and then hook the foot over the left knee, coming into a figure 4 stretch. Option here to grab behind the knee, or if you can reach, grab the shin of the left leg and pull it in towards your chest. Keep pushing the right knee open. Slowly release it off. We'll switch sides. Inhale, left leg out nice and straight, then hook the foot over the knee. Again, grabbing behind the knee or reaching for the shin. Make sure to keep flexing the toes towards your face and relax the shoulders onto the mat. Release it off. Extend both legs towards the ceiling, coming into a waterfall pose here. Feel free to take a bend in the knee if you need to. If there's any tightness in the lower back at all. Then inhale, pull your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little bit of a hug here. Exhale, coming into your final resting pose, your Shavasana. So bring your legs out nice and wide, heels in, toes facing out, palms facing up towards the ceiling. And just gently close down your eyes here. Just complete a full body scan from the crown of your head all the way to the tips of the toes. Assess if there's any final areas of tension or of stress in the body. And just allow for the next few minutes of your Shavasana to fully release these. Shavasana. Slowly start to bring some awareness back into the body. Take some gentle movements of the fingers, of the toes. You can massage through the back of the head by moving it from side to side on your mat. And begin to take a full morning stretch. Inhale, reach the arms above the head, extend through the legs. And then exhale, knees to chest. Feel free to massage through the lower spine here. Then come on to your right hand side. Keeping your eyes closed down, make your way up to a comfortable seat. Bring your hands into a prayer position at your heart center. Let's finish with some collective breaths. Take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale. Big exhale. Inhale. Big exhale. With your hands at heart center, let's bow down our heads to seal in our practice together. And say to each other, Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me in today's beginner flow practice. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Make sure to leave any comments in the comments section below, and I hope to see you all again very soon.